I've passed this place many, many times, taking my wife to work, and I always thought it was a veterinary clinic. It's an AMVET. But I learned it was a veterans organization because a lot of them met over where my wife's restaurant was. I had retired. I've been sitting at home alone by myself because my wife's at work all day long, getting bored out of my mind. And I started feeling this was not really what retirement's supposed to be, just sitting doing crossword puzzles or playing spider solitaire on the computer. So I was involved in Friday night karaoke over at the Kabuki Japanese restaurant, and they closed their rounds, and everybody started coming over here, so I came over here, and past post commander named Bob Bungard got me involved. He's a friend of mine. Got me involved. I like the place. A lot of good people here. We're all veterans. And I found it's a place where veterans can really get together and help each other and help the community. The best part about it is we have inside activities for our active veteran community, and we have a lounge here where people can feel comfortable talking about things that they wouldn't feel comfortable about talking in other venues. And they know that the people around here have experienced similar experiences they had. So it's a nice, kind of tight community, and it helps relieve some of the burdens of war and PTSD and stuff like that. And I was never in combat. I think I was in Okinawa time. I was in the Vietnam or anything. Many of our veterans here came out of Vietnam or more recent activities with some scars, both mentally and physically. And this is a place where they've been found that they can get together and enjoy, being back in the community. AMVETS was originally started in 1947, December 10th, 1947. It was veterans coming back from World War II. They discovered that there's new issues that they face in the battlefields, and new types of wounds, new types of things that normally, back in World War I, they had died from. And the VA was just starting up, the Veterans Administration was just starting up. The VFW really didn't correlate back in 1947 to the World War II vets coming out. Even though it was a declared war, they could get into the VFW, they could get into the American Legion, but only if they had been in combat in the war zone. But a lot of veterans and support activities wouldn't qualify for that type of organization. AMVETS came back to help veterans work their way through the Veterans Affairs, Department of Veterans Affairs issues and get the benefits and things that were promised them, medical benefits that they had earned while on duty. A lot of them had sustained injuries, not necessarily in combat, but just working on aircraft engines and things like that. And they were due veterans benefits. So AMVETS developed this new group in Kansas City, which later became national, to be a focal point to help veterans work their way through the Department of Veterans Affairs. And later on, I'd like to introduce you to some of our VA claims representatives here. It was all volunteer. It was designed by veterans who came out of the military and had to learn the hard way how to get help from the government and from the community. In the process of growing that organization in 1947, they started taking on more community activities, going out there and talking to kids, teaching kids about the freedoms of America, the beauty of America, and started going out to VA hospitals and helping veterans who are having a tough time physically recuperating. We go out and do things at the VA hospitals. we started promoting programs like the junior ROTCs, the ROTC programs around town and all the high schools, and giving the kids some idea of what being free is and what being an American contributing to that freedom meant. We had essay contests that we do, and generally on different themes. For example, this year's theme for our essay contest, it's a national essay contest, was that this year's theme is why is it important to vote? And I'll be setting up a team here in another month or so to judge all the essays we get in from around the county and the state. From its inception, AMVETS is supposed to look inside to its membership, but also get out in the community and all kinds of activities. Right now, we have a partner organization that also resides in this hall. It's called the Marine Corps League Detachment 504. They're very active in the Toys for Tots program. I'm sure everyone's aware of that. And AMVETS, because they're our friends and neighbors, and they're all AMVETS members themselves, right now we've got a whole team of people downtown here working on the Toys for Tots program. In their warehouse, though, because of the current and the past earthquake in Japan, tsunami, we got a bunch of AMVETS members downtown right now packing up relief materials to be sent to Japan. It's sponsored by both it's sponsored by the Marine Corps League, AMVETS, and I think we have the police department, the sheriff's department's involved in it. Got a lot of members who are in the police, sheriff's department thing. We do a lot of work. One of my favorite activities has been the American Lake Veterans Hospital. You're familiar with that? They have a golf course there. It was abandoned by Congress, was no longer funded, and it started going to waste. But the golf course was a strong therapeutic tool for paraplegics, amputees, people coming out with prosthetics, coming out of the military. And Madigan Army Hospital is a big center for returning combat soldiers that need that type of help. Need prosthetic legs or arms or something. That golf course was a strong inducement to help them get back into life, get back into society. So we've been a strong supporter of that golf course for 40 years, I think 30 years. AMVETS was running the show down there at the VA